Jai Hind everyone, I am Dr. Neha Singh, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Engineering Department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today we discuss the topic Bayesian learning, Naive Bayes and EM algorithm. So first we know what is a Bayesian learning. So Bayesian learning is basically a supervised learning algorithm that is used to build the statistical models. Bayesian learning in a machine learning technique that use Bayes theorem to estimate the probability of hypothesis. So Bayes theorem in Navy, basically we use the Bayes theorem in Navy Bayes. So what is a Bayes theorem? So Bayes theorem is probability of A of B equal to probability of B of A into probability of A upon probability of B. So Bayesian learning is used in Bayesian learning applications. So Bayesian learning is used in image classification, natural language processing, and speech recognition. So it is used to model uncertainty in Bayesian neural network. So it is used for uncertainty qualification in stochastic partial differentiation equations. So Bayesian learning advantages. So Bayesian learning basically used for measuring the other practical methods. It provides more flexible approach to the learning algorithm that eliminate the hypothesis if inconsistent with a single example. So what is the next topic is what is a Naive Bayes classifier. So Naive Bayes classifier is basically a supervised learning algorithm, and basically it is used for classification and also used for regression, but mainly used for classification. And Naive Bayes classifier basically based on the Bayes theorem to find the probabilities. So the main idea behind the Naive Bayes classifier is to use the Bayes theorem to classify data based on the probabilities of different classes given features of data, and it is basically used high dimensional data for text classification. So why it is called Naive Bayes? So it is named as Naive because it assumes the presence of one features does not affect the other features value. So why it is called Bayes? So because Bayes, the part of the name refers for the basis in the Bayes theorem. So Naive Bayes algorithm basically used for spam filtration, sentiment classification, classifying articles, and many more more applications. So Naive Bayes theorem is basically a probability of A of B equal to probability of B of A dot into probability of A upon probability of B. So probability of A of B, which means probability of A given B. The probability of A is the hypothesis and given B is the evidence. So probability of B of A equal to probability of B given A. So here probability of B is the hypothesis and given A is the evidence. So probability of A is the prior probability of A and probability of B is the probability of B, prior probability. So advantages of the Naive Bayes classifier. The advantages is simplicity. First, it is a simplest algorithm, easy to understand, and easily interpret and easily implement this algorithm. Efficiency because it train the fast model predict even on a large data set. Effective for use for text classification like spam detection, sentiment analysis, and topic classification. So disadvantages are some disadvantages as Naive Bayes classifier can be influenced by irrelevant attributes. Assume that features are independent, which may not always hold in real world data, may assign zero probability to unseen events leading to the poor generalizations. Applications of Naive Bayes classifier. So Naive Bayes classifier basically used for text classifications like spam detection, sentiment analysis, news categorization, and it also used for medical diagnosis like predicting the likelihood of disease based on the symptoms, and also used for the document categorization for grouping the documents based on topics or categories. So here the example of the Naive Bayes classifier. In this, given the four attributes color, legs, heights, and smelly. So in this, two species are given M and H. and one condition is given: if color is green, lex is 2, height is tall, and SMELI is no, then species is belong in which class, M or H? So first, in Navy Bees classification, first we consider the what attribute is given in this spaces. Total attributes is 8 attributes is given, number 1 2 3 4 6 to 8. So in spaces class, this is also is the output target output class. So spaces is given in two class, M and H. So we count the in which time and M is coming and which time H is coming. So M is coming for 4 times and also H is coming for 4 times. So we calculate the probability of M and H target output. Yani ki space, which means spaces. So overall attribute in spaces is 8. So here written is 8. So in 8, we consider only M. So M in given in this spaces is 4 times. So overall attribute and number of M is 4. So probability is 0.5, and same as a P, calculating the value of P of H. So overall attribute is 8, and H in given spaces class H 4 times. So attribute is 0.5. So see, we calculate all other attributes, color, lex, height, and SMELI. One time for M and one time for H. So in color attribute, in a given 2 colors are there, white and green. So in first we calculate for white. So we check white is come from M, in which time comes from M and which time come from H. So here in this table 4, which means 4. कितने times number of spaces थे? 4 times. तो यहाँ पे क्या है? 4 times number total number of M and 2. तो white M में 2 times आ रहा है, तो 2 upon 4. White H में कितने times आ रहा है? Total number of white is 5. तो 2 time आपका M में आ रहा है और 3 times आपका 4 में आ रहा है, H में आ रहा है, sorry. Then we check the green. In green, तो total number of spaces in M 4. Total number of spaces M in 4. तो green कितने times है? 1 2 3 times. तो 2 times green comes in M and 1 time green in H. तो same all the values are calculated for lex, height, and SMELI, M and H, in which times come. After that, completing the table, we put the values in the given conditions, one time for M and one time for H. So here 0.5 is coming from 0.5 overall M key value, and 2/5 if color is green, lex is 2, height is tall, SMELI is no. So if color is green, तो color अगर green है तो M की वैल्यू क्या है? 2/4. If lex 2 है तो lex 2 है तो आपके M क्या है? 1/4. And if height is tall तो M क्या है? 3/4, right? 3/4. And if P is SMELI equal to no, तो SMELI equal to no, M में 1/4. Calculate all these value, give the result, and similarly we calculate for H instance. So for this condition, if color is green, लेकिन all these class are belong to H, then comparing all these both these two values, and in which both values give the greater result is classes are belong that class. So in this result, give the instance high instance value is the H class, new instance highest value is belongs to the H class. So our class is belong to the H instances. So because our value is highest in H instances. Now next topic is a Bayes optimal classifiers. So Bayes optimal classifier is basically a theoretical model that provides the most accurate classification of new instance based on training data. And basically it operates under the principle of Bayes theorem, calculating the conditional probabilities of different outcomes and selecting the one with the highest probability. So the classifier is often referred to as the Bayes optimal learner, and it serves as a benchmark of evaluating the performance of other classifiers in machine learning. Advantages and limitations of Bayes optimal classifier. So advantages of Bayes optimal classifier is it is a theoretical foundations like it classifier is grounded in solid statistical principle, making it a reliable benchmark for classification tasks, and also used for optimal performance, and it provide the accurate and efficient result. And Bayes optimal classifier limitations is computational complexity and intractability. So in computational complexity, the computation of posterior probability and can be expensive, especially with large data set and complex hypothesis spaces. Intractability, in which calculating the Bayes optimal classifier can be intractable due to the high dimensionality of the data and the number of hypotheses. Applications of Bayes optimal classifier. So same as DB-based, these optimal classifier used for the same like medical diagnosis, spam detection, image recognitions. Next topic is a Bayesian belief network. So, Bayesian belief network is a type of probabilistic graphical model that represents a set of variables and their conditional dependencies through a direct acyclic graph. Direct acyclic graph, which means in graph there is no cycle is created. These networks are powerful tool for reasoning under uncertainty and are widely used for in artificial intelligence applications. Belief networks are built using Bayes theorem, which allow the model to update probabilities dynamically when new evidence is introduced. This makes them essential for decision-making process in field like healthcare, finance, and uh, robotics, where conditions are uncertain or incomplete. So applications of Bayesian belief network basically used for medical diagnosis, risk assessment and decision making, machine learning and data mining. So in medical diagnosis, Bayesian belief network are widely used in medical diagnosis to model relationship between symptoms, disease and risk factor. By combining expert knowledge with the patient data, Bayesian belief networks helps doctors to predict the likelihood of disease and suggest the optimal treatments. In risk assessment and decision making, Bayesian belief network assessing risk by modeling dependencies among factors like market velocity, economic indicators, and credit scores. In machine learning and data mining, Bayesian belief networks are a valuable tool in machine learning and data mining for discovering the hidden patterns within the data sets. So, next is the advantages of Bayesian belief network. So Bayesian belief network first is handling uncertainty. Bayesian belief network excel in handling uncertainty by updating probabilistic dynamically when new evidence become available. This makes them the effective in scenarios where data is incomplete, noisy, or constantly changing. Second advantage is flexibility and scalability. Bayesian belief network also provide the flexibility by modeling complex dependencies among variables, making them suitable for real-world applications like medical diagnosis and financial forecasting. Now, next is incorporating expert knowledge. So, key advantages of Bayesian belief network is there is the ability to integrate expert knowledge with data-driven models. This feature is particularly valuable in a field like healthcare, where expert input enhance the accurate and relevance of predictions. Next is the challenges and limitations of Bayesian belief networks. So, first is the computational complexity. So, Bayesian belief network is basically a computationally expensive as the number of variables and dependencies increase. Calculating probabilities for large network with multiple node and dependencies requires significant resources. Next challenge and limitation is scaling issues. So, Bayesian belief network is a flexible scaling to very large network introduce challenges as the network grow. Managing dependency and maintaining accurate conditions probability table becomes more difficult, impacting model performance. Next challenge and limitation is defining accurate priors. So assigning accurate prior probability is a crucial for the network reliability. However, it can be challenging, especially in situation with limited historical data. Incorrect priors may be lead to biased outcomes and reducing the effectiveness of the model. Next and last topic is a EM algorithm. So EM algorithm is basically known as the expectation maximization algorithm, and it can be used for the latent variables. So latent variable means unobserved variables, missing values, so variables that are not directly observed and are actually inferred from the values of the other observed variables. So in EM algorithm is to predict their values with the condition that the general form of probability distribution governing those latent variables is known to us. This algorithm is actually at the base of many unsupervised clustering algorithm in the field of machine learning. So basically, EM algorithm used to find the latent variables or missing values or unobserved data. So it is used to find the local maximum likelihood parameters of statistical models in uh, the cases where latent variables are involved and data is missing or incomplete. So in this picture, first give the inconsistent data. After that, find the inconsistent data, and after that, we perform the expectation step in which find the observed data, unobserved data or latent variable. Then perform the maximization step. In maximization step, update the variables of the data and matching the values. If the values is fine, match, then stop the condition. If values is not match in given inconsistent data, then again perform the expectation and maximization as step and find the matching values. And this condition is this steps is repeat again and again if we when we will not find the matching the values. Flowchart for EM algorithm. First, we start initial value, then initialize the initial parameter, then perform the expectation step. After that, perform the maximization step, then converge the value, which means match the value. If value is matched, then stop. Otherwise, again perform the expectation step, maximization step in repeating mode. If when we not find the matched value. So EM algorithm steps. So EM algorithm basically are 4 steps. So initially a set of initial value of the parameters are considered. A set of incomplete observed data is given to the system with the assumptions that observed data come from specific models. And the next step is known as expectation step or E steps. In this step, we use the observed data in order to estimate or guess the values of the missing or incomplete data. It basically used to update the variables. The next and third step is known as a maximization step or M step. In this step, we use the complete data generated in the preceding expectation step in order to update the values of the parameters. It is basically used to update the hypothesis. Next and last step, now in the fourth step, it is checked whether the values are converging or not. If yes, then stop. Otherwise, repeat the step 2 and 3, expectation step and maximization step until the convergence occurs. Now, uses of EM algorithms, it can be used to fill the missing data in a sample. It can be used to be basis of unsupervised learning of cluster. It can be used for purpose of estimating the parameters of hidden Markov model, and it can be used for discovering the values of latent variables to find find the hidden variables. Then next is advantages of EM algorithms. So basically EM algorithm is a guaranteed that likelihood will be increased with each iteration, and the E step and M steps are often pretty easy to many problems into the terms of implementation, and solution of M steps often exist in the closed form. Disadvantages of EM algorithm. So it has slow convergence and it makes convergence to the local optimal only, and it requires both probabilistic forward and backward numerical optimizations require only forward probability. That's all. Thank you.